Okay, hello everyone. How you all doing? Hope you're all good. Hello Jean. Hello Techie. Mom says hi. Sorry, I was having an absolutely difficult time getting anything on YouTube to load right now. It was like the video wouldn't load, the live option wouldn't load, the whatever this streaming page is called wouldn't load. I have had no problem with anything today. Until YouTube comes along, and for some reason I'm having problems, which might mean they're like updating servers or something, but who knows. But hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going good for you. Welcome to, what month is it? April. Internet connection has been weird all week. Yeah, I'm very like, I don't know, it was weird. It was like, normally I have a problem getting this to actually load through to the live, to start the live video. But this time it was everything else but the live video. The live went through quickly. I couldn't load through to it though. Yeah. But I'm doing good. I am doing good. Hope the same for you. Hope you're all good. Might take me a second to open up chat to everyone because like I said, it's still taking forever to load. Okay, now it's going a little faster. Oh yeah, there's two. There's one north, one south. Um the one to the south is pretty far out in the, oh, that's funny. I have the map open. Um so where is it? There's two. I don't know if it'll focus. There's one to the north basically, one to the south. This is in Riverside though. So um it's far out. It's in like, where is this? Like Ukaipa, Paris area. Those are like just farmlands mainly. Not very populated, but the other one is in the middle of the mountains. So that one's not that big yet. The other one in the Riverside is pretty big. I was just scrolling and I got that. I was like, alerts already. Too hot. Okay, so why is this open? Okay, we close. There it is. Live chat, subscribers, 10 minutes. There we go. I'm cooking, so slow to respond by her. Okay, all good, all good. Food. Fine. Hello everyone, welcome on in. Like I said, if it's slow, it's me. It is just, I know I've had pretty iffy internet all week, but this one is like, so, hello. I'm slow too. Hello, MRYT. Hello, Mariana. Hello, Bonita. I'm good. How you been? Hope everything's going good for you, going well. Hello, Sonali. Hello, hello. Let me get Techie's questions up here. We have Techie's. Okay, so we have a total of 6 questions, including the free one. Hello, Shirley. Hope you're doing well today. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Sonali? Hope everyone's doing good and that the weather. I know people have been having some weird weather everywhere, so I hope you're all taking care of yourselves and, you know, doing well. Because that, you know, unfortunate. We're all dying. Hopefully, this whole weird little glitchiness with YouTube will stop. So welcome in, welcome in. I'll go ahead and get started with Techie right now. Let me see. Let me clean this off. Okay, so that's weird. I don't know what I spilled, but I apparently spilled something. We have Techie's first question coming out. Oh, well, that's the fan. Let me turn the fan. Okay, we have the Empress. We have Death. We have the Page of Swords. I feel like we have Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. If you want the best option, there will be a sacrifice of waiting until June. But at the same time, like, I feel like you 100% will get the score that you're hoping for, that will give you the opportunities that you're wanting, right? So even though it would feel like a sacrifice to take that test later, for it to sort of cancel out, right? Because we have the Empress, which would be Taurus, and that would start in April. But we're following it by Death, which would mean, you know, the end to that option. But we see a Page of Swords follow through, and Page of Swords would be Gemini, which would be in late May into June. But the Page of Swords is a very, very smart card. It represents somebody who's very educated, somebody who knows exactly what they're doing. It's one of the smartest cards that you could find within the deck, because it's not in action, but it has knowledge. It is it's there for you, right? But because the Empress alone, I'd say you'd be good if you went with April. But the throw in of the Two of Wands is where it's a better option in June. You know, if you feel like you want that, and you want to have that time and study and, you know, get that better score or the best score possible, it would come in June. But I do feel like you'd be able to retake it. But if it was me personally, I'd wait until June, because I'd want as much time as possible to prepare for it, you know, just to make sure, because I'm that type of person that is like, you give me more time, right? I know. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you have one last retake, which one would you rather go for? The one now that you might still be nervous about, um, or the one in June that gives you a lot more prep time, even though it might like add some issues to certain schools. But I still see you getting into the right school, the best schools, you know, that are showing up in those cards. It just might be that you need a little more time. But I'm that type of person, you know. I'd be the one that's like, give me the latest date possible so I could study as much as I can. That's more just, you know, that's my way of handling things because I'm a, well, I wouldn't say like a pessimistic person per se, but like if you tell me there's going to be more time, um, I'll take it. But we'll see. We'll see either way because I don't want you going and not having the nerve to do things and not having the, what is it? Like you not feeling like you're capable. So we'll take out a few more cards. We have Three of Cups. We have Nine of Cups. And let's see. We have the High Priestess, which is more so into the unknown. Overall, if it comes out now, the Chariot is a good card to have if you take it now. Overall, if you take it in June. King of Cups, which technically is the same sign represented, but we do see what Cancer start up in June, which would be Cancer in both of those cards. So I'm feeling like you have a good chance either way, but you know, you could always like wait until the last possible minute to retake it and then be like, you know what, I don't feel like it, I'm gonna wait until June. You have a lot of cups coming out here, and cups, water, would align with Cancer as the next water sign. In the oh my god, zodiac table. What is it called? Round? I don't know what they're, but June seems like, yeah, June seems like the better date. I'm feeling a much better energy, a much better just vibe for June. We're not seeing anything freaking out, you know. Yeah. You won't be though. That's the thing, is like, no matter what timeline comes along for you, as far as I can see, you haven't done anything to throw off anything or, you know, ruin your chances at something. So I would tell you, if like the cards changed and said, you know, you're not gonna have this opportunity, I'd be like, you know, flat out. But here, of course, are actually oh, well, there we go. Look at it. It's perfect timeline. I just feel like that right there is like, if you're getting that many water cards, you're lining up with June, you know, that seems to be the better case. But it's always up to you. But I don't think, you know, you can't throw off your timeline for what it is, or as far as I see it. Oops, we're not getting these to go in there properly. Okay, so yeah, I know it's a pretty rough thing to go through, but I feel very positive, you know. Oh wow, we have the Chariot coming out again. So a Chariot, once again, a good card. It means good. It means something's coming toward you. We'll see what it is. Okay, we have three of wands coming through. Justice. So honestly, this does line up with schooling as well, because you're getting your opportunities. We would be back to a similar timeline, right? With July, Cancer season here, within the chariot, and then 3 months from now would also be July, so we'd have that Cancer season coming back up. We have justice, which is what you're hoping for, what you want. So choices that are fair to you, are right to you, and will provide you with a very solid future. Knight of Swords. So it's quick things that are coming through. Oh, the Lovers. So the Lovers, I'm going to take as two things. Both having a choice come through that you're happy with, but it also feels like a relationship. We'll see. The Magician. The Emperor. Wow, you have a lot of major arcana with this one. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so we do have the Emperor. The Emperor would be Aries. It would also be March. So current energy coming out in the Magician. Right now, it's a time of balancing things, making sure that everything you're like setting your eyes on is getting a fair amount of attention from you. But also, don't put yourself in a position where you lose confidence, where you allow others to sort of like take control of a situation that's entirely yours to control. Um, don't think that you can't master something, because the Magician, um, he's able to put his heart and soul into every single thing he's working on, and that's where we get that like completion of the Magician. The Emperor too has a lot of self-confidence, very very oh, I love Firebird. The Emperor has a lot of self-confidence, so even when he thinks like, I can't possibly know how to complete this, he's not going to stop there. He's going to figure out how to go about something. He's going to put his mind into it. He's going to put his energy into to get better at something. So you have a good energy moving forward with you over the next couple of months. Wheel of Fortune, also a sign that like things are going your way, things are on your side. Lots of things are changing though as we enter late this month, when Taurus season comes along, because that's where we're seeing the start of the Wheel of Fortune for this timeline, which would be Taurus season. We do see a transfer of like sort of like putting in a lot of energy, almost like fighting things, trying to figure things out, rushing. There seems to be a calmness that comes about late April. Lots of good things. I do feel like this is a relationship. It might not be directly a relationship yet, but it does feel like it's building up. Seeing as it's on the sidelines, it's something that's more coming in, but not quite fully manifested yet. Good thing is, you have a lot of choices that are coming your way, and this could be when it comes to a new job, when it comes to the schools, when it comes to just people around you, things you want to do. All that like is coming toward you is a choice, and you're not forced into one sole option. The months I would focus on for you: end of this month, May, June, and then like up to mid July, as like pretty good like flow of energy. Lots of different things that are coming your way. That completely on the top, I feel like is very good news for you. Almost like to tell you, don't worry about what's going on right now. You're still in your right timeline. You're still ending up at the school you hope for. You're still ending up with a job that will suit you. Everything is still going your way. Everything is still very beneficial for you. So Don't get too focused on like the negative, because you're seeing it almost like it transfers over into this as well. Keep that Wheel of Fortune energy though. Remember, Wheel of Fortune is good and we see movement forward. You have 6 major arcana here. So a bunch of very strong cards telling you good things are on their way. The fact is, they ain't even toward that one. Well, if it helps, it fell upright. Let me turn this so that it stops blowing everything. I don't know what it's blowing. Okay, so next question. We're going to focus really hard on a timeline for this one because I want to make sure that it comes out true for you. We have 7 pentacles. Ooh, 10 of pentacles. Okay, we're good. We're good. 7 of pentacles, 10 of pentacles. Ooh, judgment. Okay. Yeah, even though normally they're all upright, but the one that fell on the floor didn't reverse. Page of Wands. So it feels to me like this is coming pretty soon. Well, you have slower cards, but you also have faster cards. But for the most part, the cards that are coming out are good cards for a job. Very good cards actually, because we have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is like all you want for a future job, a career path, right? It's something that stays with you, something that gives you a firm foundation. It's something that really like meets you, right? It's not something that you have to work hard to adjust to. It's something that's like ideal for you. It feels like it's coming in fast, even though like at first I was like, oh, it might take a little while. It does feel like it's coming in fast. We do have a lot of um uh what is it, like quicker cards along the outside. But also we're starting with like Earth energy, which would align with Taurus season coming through at the end of the month. So I'd say it's faster than expected. Death is like a quick end, so it's definitely not something that you're waiting a long time for, and it's rebirth. So you're seeing it start off pretty much at the beginning, transferring into the newer like rebirth of a new job. And it does feel like something that stands out, something that like I don't want to say it's abnormal, but it's something that catches your eye, or it's something that you're like drawn to. There's definitely something that, and almost like you have to go toward it, like location wise. It might be at a little bit of a distance, but there's also this aspect of it meeting you. So it might not be as far as you think, or might not be something that is like completely, out of the way. Now, 2 of Cups, Ace of Swords, that's something that's very good for you. People that respect you, people that value you, and people that see you as an equal. There's a lot of good positive, clear communication here. So it's nothing that you feel like is like going on without your knowledge, or like swarminess, in the works. It feels very like on par with what you're hoping for. So I'm not sure if you know somebody who works there, or you're familiar with the workplace, because it feels like something that you might have like come in contact with before, or at least there's something you heard about. um Judgment is still there. Ace of Swords, that still feels like within a sort of like law workplace. um but it feels soon. I'm sort of worried, like, to be honest, with that first card coming out. I'm like, feels like it's taking forever, or with a slow card and then another slow card. But then we see transition of a quicker timeline along the bottom. And definitely, it looks like, to me at least, a better pay, because you end up with the Ten of Pentacles. And who doesn't want the Ten of Pentacles? Maybe from this. Yeah, it could be. It just has a very, like, similar vibe to it, but I feel like it's just, there's something there that just seems similar, but it's got a much more positive energy to it. I feel that. I feel that, Gene. I would say yes, from what I'm seeing. How do I flip this upside down? Oh my god. Okay, 1 second, because I just did the weirdest thing. That was weird. Okay. I would say yes to having it by April, though. It seems like that's all that's in alignment. You're gonna laugh, Gina, I promise. Oh my god, don't say that, because now I'm all like nosy. Okay, so Page of Cups, the Empress, the Hanged Man. Ooh, we have the Seven of Swords. We have death again. We have a lot of death coming out. I'm not feeling it like it's a bad thing. I'm just feeling like this was a side energy that slid out with the Queen of Wands. I'm feeling actually sort of good about death coming out this much, because it just feels so prominent, but it's also like it's not in a bad position. So we have Wheel of Fortune. Who else? Let's see, come out. This person's. Ooh. Okay, I don't know where to put these, because I feel like these are also in their own place. So when it comes to this question, it's very it's very all over the place. Which, not in a bad way, but we sort of feel like, or we sort of see a transition of emotions, right? Like back and forth. Hello, little bit. Welcome in. Happy Easter. It's like there's like you're joking, right? And then a realization, and now things are changing. But to have one of my least favorite cards at the bottom, just there watching death come along, it's like all these little things that were left unsaid, but also like a really, like, I how could you vibe from that Seven of Swords mixed with the Page of Cups, because we're seeing a more negative side of that, where somebody just really is like having a difficult time sort of grasping what's going on. But we see you and your, like, this flipped out, right? Completely separate. This is you and your energy of, fine, do what you want, I'm in control here. And I feel like that's something that came out very strong to them, something that they weren't anybody. I feel like nobody was expecting that. But you came through and you sort of like put your foot down so that you can move forward. And now there's this quiet upfront but like chaos behind the scenes that's coming through. A lot of changes, a lot of like acting like good riddance to you, but I do feel like there's a major regret here, a major issue, and I think you doing that was sort of something that's now causing a domino effect of sorts, because the tower came out. We all know how often I get the tower, very rare. So for the tower to come out in this person's energy or in this person's position, right? It's like there's a lot going on here. And even though, like I'm telling you, even though up front it might seem like there are, like, you might get a little snide comment here and there, but they might be trying to act like it's fine, nothing's going on. Whatever this is, because we're seeing transition energy at the bottom, whatever this is showing up as them not like doing well, and if anything, knowing that they can't just keep you there and use you like they wanted to, they're angry. They're not feeling this. They're not vibing with this new information that you've given them. Which honestly, like, with the way that they're handling things, I'd say get out as quick as possible, because you definitely don't want to be a part of this. I really don't like that things keep, like, not things, the cards that keep coming out for them seem to be getting worse. Like we had the devil, we had who was it, like the Seven of Wands or something. um I can't remember the last time. It was like the Four of Pentacles. Now we have the Seven of Swords, Death, Two of Swords, the Tower, and this is all coming out for them, which is why I'm like, good, you're getting, like, I'm happy you're getting out as quickly as you are, because even just staying to train that person or be there, I feel like they're just taking advantage of the situation, and it was best for you to go. And that's why now they're in a position where they're like, they have nobody else to fill that position. Now somebody's going in without any, you know anybody like you there to back them up or take control of things. So they're upset, and it really seems to only be getting worse. I'm not sure what that means exactly for them, because it hasn't, I don't think it's, the worst part is happening yet, seeing as the tower is still in the distance. But I do feel like some people are going to leave. I always have the killed in my life. Yeah, exactly. And that's good that you're coming out in your full Queen of Wands energy, saying like, no. Just a flat out no. Which honestly is sort of like, it reminds me of a story my mom told me when she was at this one place working. They let her go, but had her train the replacement. And the person, like, did have no clue what they were doing. They were like um completely incompetent. But the Then my mom left, right? And left this new replacement in charge. And like within a couple weeks, they were calling her up, asking her to come back because the person had no clue what they were doing. Let's see. Let's see quick what this person says. We'll see this person's energy. Ooh, we have strength. We have the hermit. So this is just be like a little extension of that reading. Ooh, this is interesting because we see somebody who's a little more social, right? Somebody who's actually very outgoing. Somebody who's like talkative, kind. Everybody really cares for this one. No, it's okay. You always donate a lot, so this one is an extension of that one. So it's fine. It's fine. We see somebody who's very out. This could actually be you. You know what? This could be you and your energy of somebody who a lot of people like, people are very fond of, and we see somebody in the background watching, somebody who's isolated, somebody who doesn't talk to many people, somebody who I would say like in the worst form of the hermit doesn't really have anybody to talk to because of the way that they act or the way that they treat others, the way that they communicate with people. It's a very isolated person, and even though they try not to be that way, it's just who they are, and that's why they're choosing within that two of wands the wrong choice. A lot of people are honestly sad and confused. Yeah. Because your energy coming through, I don't see anybody disliking you other than the people that might be jealous of you, you know? The people that are probably like, you know, why is this person getting ahead even though you're deserving of it? So we have a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, look at, we have it again. We have the 7. Look at, we have the 7 of Swords again. So we see somebody who thinks they're doing the right thing. They're getting away with something. But in reality, they're not. And this is a perfect example. What I was saying before in like last week's? I'm not sure. Week before last? Whenever. This is the card that I always say, like, he's sneaking away, he's looking back, he thinks he's not going to get caught. But when you look really close, there's some people right there in the background. And you don't know if those people are watching, right? You don't know if those people can see what's going on there. He just thinks he's getting away with something. He thinks that things are going well, right? Like there's some good sneakery afoot, but there's not. So while your back is turned, they're trying to get away with things. I don't feel like it's a good situation, and I do feel like 100% it's going to backfire. I don't care for this person's energy, and I think most people agree that like this person's not somebody who's likable. I'm sure they thought something was going to be good by letting you go, but I feel like there's just more to it. Like there's something else that's happening that needs to be looked at here. So I wouldn't be surprised. Favorite card, right? I wouldn't be surprised if something happens, like more people leave or something, because that is just not a good card to come out as many times as it has. I think those who were aware of how it went down were also proud, because it's obviously, yeah. Well, that's how I feel. Like you have that strength, and you're just like, you know, screw you to everyone who's wronging you, when you're just moving forward. It's better to get rid of that energy on you. I don't really understand exactly why. Obviously, like I say that not because like say I don't know why, you know, because it hasn't actually taken effect yet, and the timeline might change. But as far as I'm seeing it in these cards, I can't see exactly what's going to happen. I can just see that something bad is in the very close future, especially with how much I shuffle and the fact that the Seven of Swords is coming out again and again, you know, and it's like death, it's the Tower. Something flipped. They either got in contact with somebody, they partnered with somebody, they're bringing in somebody. Whatever this is, there's something that is not good. You're getting a card of lies, holding back, you know, not just straight up lying to somebody, it's holding back the truth. So not letting people know exactly what's going on, trying to get away from the law. So lots of swarmery afoot, like I said. So let's see. Let's exactly. I feel probably it might be over the next 2 months or so that this will like really come to the light, you know, come to the surface. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Chariot, we have, this is a swap, the Magician. Oh, the King of Pentacles. We haven't had him pop out in a while. Okay, so we have that as general energy. And then we'll go through as individual. Yeah, okay, so general energy is giving you right now similar timeline to earlier, to late June. Okay, there might be worry, frustration. We're starting off with worry with a four, with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is current energy, and we would see that in April because it would also be the 4th month. While you balance things out, get things together, get things on track with the Magician, taking a step. I feel like this card might be the whole deciding to go ahead and take the tests in June. And then we see King of Pentacles with a much stronger view of yourself. Also a card that has immense confidence with actual competency. So you're not just moving forward thinking like you got it all when you really don't. You actually do within the King of Pentacles. But the King of Pentacles isn't a gloater. He's somebody who knows a lot. He's somebody who works very hard. He's got good education, but he doesn't go out and like make it known. So I feel like moving forward with that energy is a good one for you because you're still moving into that timeline that I tell you about. Hi, how you doing? Of like a lot of success, good energy for schools. Chariot is, like I said, lined up with that earlier read, and the Nine of Pentacles, very good for you. For what is it? Like micro Empress energy, showing you in a good place, leading you right on track to where you need to be. So we have ND with the Six of Wands. We have V with the Knight of Cups. Good energy, good energy. GT is the Emperor. So good across the board. And then we have WU with the Lovers. So Oh, you know what? Actually, we have a repeat of cards coming through again. So I'm gonna say for this one, actually postponing it till June might give you a better opportunity when it comes to these things, because not only are you seeing like coming back from you know difficulty, struggling, you see good movement forward, you see your strength, and you see opportunities. So you might be getting in alignment with what is truly meant for you. This W sounds like a really great place. Um, it seems like something that's like very positive. I like the way that everything honestly is appearing for you. I love the way that it's coming through as something beneficial to you. You're still on track to your positive future. You're still on track with um, that generational wealth. Everything still seems to be there because you're still getting the pentacles coming out for your future. So I'd say you're good. You might want to look into this new one because it's showing up as a really good energy for you. But I like the way this is coming through. You got 2 4s, you got 2 6s, and both of them together would be 10s, which would be 20. So I say it looks fantastic. Oh, I like this. I like that it's still continuing. So you do get that bonus question fast. One more. So it looks good. So I'd say it's mainly up to you on what you apply to. The last two looked really good though. But getting the Emperor as well as the Lovers, it's like maybe things are changing. It's one more because she got her deserved extra free. It looks, I'll say, like not being all like buttery uppery, not being delusional or anything. It still looks fantastic timeline wise. It's not all over the place. It's not unrealistic. It's still showing through as getting things done and still having that opportunity in the future. So you're still headed in the right direction, even though it might seem like the timeline is messed up. For whatever it is, it's just very, very positive for you. But happy Easter, happy Easter, everyone who celebrates. So we have Page of Swords, we have Strength, we do have Communication coming out first for this one, which is a first. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. We're seeing over the next couple of months, we're seeing things changing. Oh, the Sun. Why are you getting so many fantastic cards today? I'm like shoveling away. You got the King of Cups. I see a lot of good things, and I do feel like within the next couple of months things will move forward with this person. The Hermit, the Moon. Okay, the Hermit is like not having an opportunity to talk or choosing not to, but the Moon is sort of like countering that. Ooh, King of Swords. So once again, this person does seem to want to talk to you. I feel like it's more so urgent, probably because everything's changing, so they're probably going to want to talk to you as soon as possible. But it looks to me like they're they're more encouraged to speak to you now, and I definitely feel like things are changing for the better. The Sun's coming out. That's a more well, obviously it's the most positive card you can get, but in addition to that, it's more momentum because there's less like worry, there's less like a freak out, you know, of thinking like, what if I say this and things don't go well? It has a much better vibe to it. So somebody's a lot more courageous, um, a lot more open, um, and approachable. There's also that little side of romance with the King of Cups, which would be not just decided. It is major romance with that card. And two cards of wanting to speak to or actually getting the strength to speak to, unlike how it's been in the past. This might be later this month. It might be headed into May that you actually feel that, you know, you're getting that actual contact with this person, communication. But I do feel like this person thinks about you heavily. You have two cards of, you know, communication, thinking, speaking. You have the romance within the cups. You have the brightness and the, what is it, Beauty and the Beast energy and the strength card. Lots of major arcana coming out for you today. It might be because there's a lot of clearance that's happened since the retrograde ended, and now we can actually see things for what they are. Or a lot of people got clarity during that retrograde, and you know, they can finally see things for what they are. So I feel like there's an urgency. We're getting a lot of changes coming through, and a lot of like um long term, you know, going on here, like something that isn't just like an energy for a second. It stays with them. So it's not like tomorrow they're going to change their mind. But they definitely do have plans, at least, to speak to you. We're no longer in the like, should I, when will I, you know, mode. But I do feel heavily like this person's attracted to you. I'm not thinking that it's just, you know, a distance now, right? It's um it's them actually getting that energy and saying, I'm gonna do this, you know, or that motivation, whatever it is. That's like no longer um wishy-washy. It's actually there, and I think that's a good sign for you moving forward over at least the next, I want to say, 6 months. You have very strong um major arcanas coming through, very strong. So look toward all the things that are coming to you as like motivation, because it's a very good energy to have. They're not minor arcana. So they're not something that can change timing easily. But I send you good vibes and well wishes. Also, on a personal side, I am happy you did that when it came to um that office, you know, rather than letting them use you, saying screw you and walking away. Fantastic, because um that's messed up, especially that timeline. You know, that's just, honestly, it's a screwed up thing to do, and there's no nice way of putting it. Especially like that many months, you know, in advance. I need to do more shadow work. What do you mean shadow patterns? I need to work on for my highest good. Okay, let's see. And that shows like something, you know, a lot of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people would just be like, okay, yeah, but having the strength to say, nah, says a lot about your self-worth. Okay, we have Seven of Cups. We have King of Pentacles. We have Judgment. It went downhill for Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles. You have the Devil coming out. Nothing to be concerned with until I see why. The Magician. Ooh. We have, I feel like, there's one more and it just slid out. Okay. Ooh, the Empress. Okay, so for you, MYYT, when it comes to these cards and your shadow work, what's lit? When it comes to these cards and your shadow work, interesting thing came out is if you look at the cards, we have pentacles that look forward, right? We have a sword that looks to the past. We have the cups and judgment that look to the background, and then the devil and who is that? The devil and the magician that look to the foreground or whatever forefront. Oh my god! I dropped the card and it won't come up. Oh, those are interesting cards, and I'm gonna take them out because why not? So the cards that fell on the floor were the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a lot of things that are going on around you that you are focusing on all at once. And sometimes it's a good thing, you know, because like it's good to multitask, you know. It's good to focus on everything all at once, you know, and get things done. But then other times we miss what are like the key things we need to work on. Right now, when it comes to the amount of Earth cards that are coming out through Pentacles as well as the Empress, we're seeing grounding. That's a major point you need to focus on right now. Grounding in both like reality and mentally. So if you get like caught up in thinking like too far about the future and what you'll do, you know, money wise, job wise, things around you where you're just like constantly like, you know, 3 months ahead of where you are currently. You know, it's time to pull yourself back and focus more on the present. Ground yourself in the present so that you could get things done that day, so that you don't, you know, stress about what's not even in existence. Because I feel like you're, oh, the devil's also an earth sign. I feel like you're focusing on too much and you're sort of causing a little chaos in your own mind about that. And that's something that some people don't consider, or not consider. That's something that people don't focus on a lot when it comes to shadow work, is not stressing yourself out, because you can cause your own chaos, right? You can cause your own upset, your own frustrations by trying to micromanage life. So sort of letting go, releasing things, you know, not being chained to everything. That's something that I feel like would be such a release for you, something that would be so welcoming, so peaceful for you. Just let what is out of your control and far off in the future go. So that's something to practice, because if you're wanting to make sure that things are right and perfect all the time, that's something that's hard to let go of. Second thing is, and I feel like with the back and forth of the cards, right? Because we have a lot of calm, but we also have a lot of energy, right? There's choices you're making that maybe you're not giving yourself enough time to make, you know, to consider. This could be relationships, this could be changing like where you're living, changing jobs, changing your hair, you know. Sometimes you just need to pause, relax, take a moment to think about what it is that you're wanting to do, you know. Just relax. And it might just be a lot of relaxation that's in here that you need to focus on, Now, the main thing I would say here with these cards, the one thing that's actually standing out besides those, like, you know, just calm down, let go, blah, blah, blah. The main thing here is that I feel like there are times when you don't feel like you are sufficient. Like, you don't feel like you are who you really are. Because I feel like you to yourself, like, there's a lot of things you need to work on. But you to everyone else, you're fantastic. Like, you have everything going for you, but I don't feel like you have the confidence or the correct view of who you are currently. So to work on that is more so to to see who you are, so that you only bring in people who value the truest form of you, and that you only bring in energies that align with the truest, form that you are working toward. So you don't want any sabotaging energy. So if you bring in people that you feel um, are deserving of being around you, but you think low of yourself, you might be bringing in the wrong people, the people that will take advantage of you, or the people that will put the wrong ideas in your head, the people that will lie to you, the people that will misrepresent themselves. We see that in the Seven of Swords. That's somebody who lies a lot, and you might take it as somebody who cares about you, but in reality, they're you know not doing the best for you. There's also within the Seven of Cups what looks good on the surface, but then you find out underneath it's something negative. The Knight of Swords is a quick movement, but not a lot of thought put into things. And I feel like you're tying yourself to something that you're just really not worthy of. And it's not to say, like, go out there and get the highest self confidence to where your ego is inflated and you're a jerk to everyone. It's more so, um, know your worth, focus on the things that you um, are capable of. Give yourself a pat on the back, say you did really good at something. Tell yourself that you accomplished something for the day, that you are deserving. Reward yourself so that you aren't in a position to allow the sevens in. um but I think you're very, like, you have the right foundation with this shadow work. I think you just maybe need to boost yourself up, because maybe you think you have more shadow work to do than you actually do, and it's more so a mindset that you need to get rid of than 1,000 different things that you think are flawed. But that's what I'm seeing. Like I said, more so take it easy. Don't try to control things that are out of that's in there. But that's Seven of Swords and the reading. I know, it's weird, isn't it? It's like it's making itself known, and it might just be something that's like you guys didn't rid yourself of something you needed to. But don't move forward with a negative mindset. But I send you all the good vibes, all the well wishes, all the positives. Will I get money inheritance this month? Ooh, I like money inheritance. Oh, that's good. I'm happy it's helpful. So it's interesting, I have to say, because for the most part, the cards that I put the heaviest meanings on don't pop out a lot. So seeing them pop out, it's like something big is coming. Something is like making itself known. We have Ace of Pentacles. I'm gonna say yes with that first card. We have the Devil. It might not be exactly what you're hoping for, but I do feel like it's a yes. We have Queen of Cups. We have the Chariot that is moving toward you. We have the King of Cups. So for you, Mariana, I do feel like you will get it. It might be less, or it might be something that takes a little while to get to you, like maybe a slight delay. You know, something that's like not super quick, or maybe there's like something that like there's a little bit of a runaround or such to get through to. But it definitely feels like it is coming through for you. Um, so just wait. I feel like it'll be there soon. I feel like that card has damage on it, but seems like a yes. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is very, very, very good. Okay, next up we have Benita. I send you good vibes though, Mariana. Maybe if I... And it's sending me a follow request on social media now. Bros, right now I need to... What? Okay. Wait. Okay. Suspicious me is being very suspicious. What? I'm sorry. I'll stop with what. I'm just very... Okay. It's literally sitting in my inbox since yesterday. There. Yes! Oh my god. Page of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands. King of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. Not really vibing with the 2 of Pentacles. The World. Six of Wands. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I'm saying ignore them because I don't really care for the vibes that are coming through these cards. Not a good, Oh, these two came out together. The 5 of Swords and the Tower. I don't like it. Well, mainly I'm gonna say I don't like when things come out as choices when we don't want a choice. um, so the 2 of Pentacles coming out is a choice of weighing options, but we have the World there sitting, sort of staring back, you know, looking back on something, and wondering what can be of it and how things can you know move forward. But it's also the World, so once the cycle completes, you can't go back on it, you know. And to be like, here's a little bit of an opportunity. We have the Page of Pentacles. It's like, maybe there's still an option, maybe there's still a chance, and acting like that's not the case, where we see the 10 of Wands, where it's sort of like, you know, almost ignoring things, seeing it as like June said, what he can get away with, you know, like, oh, it's nothing, and I just sent a friend request because I was being nice. But then we see King of Swords come along, which is somebody who would try to talk to you and reach out to you, thinking that there's still something that can be returned, you know. You said it at like 9 p.m. I don't care for this. So it's more of a wait and see game. And I don't like with Ace of Wands because if we have more of a leading with the pelvic region of the Ace of Wands. So it's somebody who thinks, you know, there's a chance, because I feel like it's just, yeah, that's it. I feel like this is what was the case all along, though, because I feel like with that person, that family, there was like either money or something, rank involved. But I just stay away. Tower, Tower's not good. We don't know what's going on in the Five of Swords, so there's something there that's being left out. And seeing as it's leading up to the Tower, just stay away from it because Tower's not going to be good. Tower is a not good sign for any situation. Well, it's up to you, but I'm on Team Jane. um, we'll get a card out. Yes or no, right? Yes or no? Do you follow, or do you follow? Do you deny or accept? Good card, accept. Bad card, deny. We got a bad card. We got a bad card. Yeah, we got a bad card. Don't involve yourself in the Tower. Don't let yourself get in that situation, because I feel like with the Five of Swords having three people involved, I feel like you might be used as a sacrificial lamb. But I send you good vibes otherwise. I don't like that guy. He cannot have his cake and eat it too. He seems like he loves his wife a lot. Really? Okay, general love for Sonali. Let's see. We have Three of Cups. Oh my god. Ten of Wands came out again. Six of Pentacles. Why was I gonna say Cups for that one? That was weird. Oh, four. Well, that might be now, so not bad. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. King of Cups. Who else do we got coming out? Who else? We have the Hermit. It's true. G knows that. G knows that. Oh, Six of Cups. That's funny. So I mean, you can be in love with money or status. So for you, Sonali, when it comes to these cards that we see, I feel like over the next 3 months, we see somebody coming through. It feels like it's a strong love interest, somebody that's going to be pretty permanent energy. This is somebody that you definitely don't know. It's a brand new person. No, no past energy as far as I can see. Um, what else? They have a good job. I feel like they're a very giving person. Might not be the most talkative because we're not seeing a lot of talkative um cards coming out, but they're very romantic, very caring person. They have a lot of like close friends, um, but they don't seem like the type that would, you know, be out and about often. They don't. I feel like they don't like go to parties or gatherings often. It doesn't seem like that's the type of person they are. They are seemingly saving up for a big purchase when you meet. So this might be a down payment on a house, or this could be, you know, something that they're interested in. But I feel like they're somebody who's very, very good with their money. They are a mature person, very sweet, very attentive. You know, somebody who gives you a lot of time, energy. They're very dedicated. They have like a soul lookout for their permanent partner and somebody that they want a long-term relationship with. They're not really searching for somebody who's going to play around or somebody who's going to be like um you know, here and there acting a fool. They don't want something that's just floaty. It's it's something that actually has long term to it. Now, I'd say, like I said, over the next 3 months, they seem to be coming through. They will approach you. It seems like something that stands out with the way that they approach you, since they're coming toward you. They are more about the like making it clear to you that they're interested in you and that they would like to pursue a relationship with you. Now, since I said this person's not the most talkative one, it might be a little hard for you to um, get the picture that they're interested in you, and it might be something that they struggle with, like telling you verbally. But I do feel like their actions will definitely show to you how they feel about you, what it is they think of you, what it is they want in the relationship. You also got my soulmate card, which is definitely like right place, right time. Look toward June or July with the cards that we're getting. They might be a earth sign or a water sign. They could be a combination of both with their moon, sun, and rising. But I send you good. What are actions? We have Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the Emperor, Temperance, Nine of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you see somebody who is, well, normally it's a struggle within the fives, within the tarot deck, and you have two fives coming through with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So one's searching for help or trying to get some help. They need assistance. The other one is like battling things out, trying to figure out what the right decision is, how to move forward, how to get like a more positive mentality going. So we start off with a five. Five leads into the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups has many like opportunities, many choices. So to lead from one card that is sort of like you're stuck, you only have one option, or you're trying to at least have one option, to something that has a lot of options, it feels to me like this person is sort of gaining momentum when it comes to this relationship, since they're seeing it as something that has more potential, or at least is something that they feel like they can put more energy into, more care into, and then see it through. The Emperor would be out in the future. They have a lot of confidence because it seems like everything's going pretty well for them. There's a lot of good within both the Emperor as well as the Nine of Cups, because it says that all they're looking for is like a love interest, somebody to share their future with or be with. With the Emperor, it's more courage. So somebody that just like leading to action. They might not be acting yet, so it might be somebody who struggles with um uh, actually moving forward with things, actually acting on things, saying things to you, showing you how they feel, since there's not a lot of present energy and only met energy in the future. We're sort of migrating that way. um we don't have any air cards, sword cards, so still a struggle with communication. Hopefully that'll improve, but um I'd say look out. I think this person's trying to get a little bit better at being romantic, caring in a relationship. Um, but they're just like, it's a struggle. Fives are struggles. But I send you good vibes. I send you well wishes. Well, hopefully he'll, get the courage up to talk to you, to reach out to you. We have Shirley next. So feel free to post your question. Yeah. I would say it out loud, but like then people will hear me, so I don't, Jean. I don't. But know that I would if I could. We have what's next for me in my love life. Hopefully it's somebody incredibly attractive that's loving, um, wanting all the things you want, and with a large inheritance and a good job. I know we all can't have that, but I'd like it if we did. So I'm gonna send that energy out to everyone. We have Justice. Oh, we have Two of Cups. We do have somebody coming through. We have the Star. We need to. We need to practice our telepathy. I was like, come on. You have the Queen of Swords, the Sun. So we're not getting a lot of money cards, but we do have quick arrival of somebody, and this is definitely long term. Oh, we got our King of Pentacles, my favorite spouse. So you have a lot of good things coming your way. This seems very soon. I'd say probably over the next 2 months, possibly 3. We're entering air season in May, late May into June. So I would say possibly around June that we see this person come through. You have fantastic cards. Justice is a card of a union, a contract. So we'd see like marriage there. Two of Cups, my favorite Cups card for meeting the right person that is like so truly like in tune with you. Such a great card. You have the Sun, very positive, everything that you're hoping for coming your way. The Star is healing and manifestation. So it's like you're allowing things to sort of move away that are negative so you can make room for this person. It shows up as a very kind person, a very bright person, a fun person. They might be more on the talkative side, a bit of some like a joker. They're very good at expressing their emotions, their feelings. But like I said, they might be a little more on the talkative side. The King of Pentacles does have a very good job, a very sturdy job, very good family, a very like incredibly stable foundation. They know what they want. They have all their goals lined out, and they're all achievable goals because you see somebody who is grounded in reality, somebody who's very aware of what they can and cannot do, and then somebody who I feel like has been single for a while by the time you meet them, because they just haven't found somebody who really matched, you know, somebody who really met them where they needed to be met. So they're coming through pretty soon. Like I said, like June ish. I'm feeling more June than May because I know Gemini starts in May Western, but it's giving me more June. Yeah, I'm feeling June. So, um, I feel like this person will approach you. I don't think it's going to be in a very crowded setting. I don't think you're going to know this person at all, and I don't think anybody's going to introduce you to this person. I think you're just going to randomly meet this person, but you definitely stand out to them, so they're going to be really like caught in approaching you. So I look for this person. They seem on the tall side. I don't get a lot of physical features a lot, but they seem on the tall side. I wasn't even actively looking when I found my chunkies. It sort of just like popped into my life, and it was like there. I'm like, ooh, wow. So who knows? That might be it. Like you're not even thinking about it, and then this person like walks in and or like taps on your shoulder or something, and out of nowhere this person comes through. But it seems like it's somebody um just really like good energy, which is nice, like with the talkative side of it, that you don't have to like, you know, really work hard. I think this person like will do a lot of talking to make sure that they get to know you. And I feel like they're a quick mover, if that makes sense. I feel like it's somebody who really wants to get to know you. So it's because you're finally releasing Scorpio. I'm feeling the air a lot in that. So it might be an air sign, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Telepathy. But I send you good vibes, good energies. Sorry. Trying to blow my nose. Okay. Can I ask what guidance Spirit wants to give me? I'm not sure what job I am able to get because my eyes, I've been testing them where I can go when outside. Well, let's see. Thank you for your guidance. Oh, well, thank yous. I say the same to you. Always. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's see. We ask for truth and nothing but truth. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are changing over the next couple of months. You have the Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So it is more of a step out of your comfort zone that's coming through here, but you will be rewarded. You have Six of Cups. Oh, and Ten of Cups. Okay, so you're coming out good. Over the next couple months, I do feel like there are improvements. The Eight of Swords is usually a card that depicts somebody who's like stuck in a situation that they can get out of, but they either are choosing not to, or they don't know how to separate themselves from that situation. So it's become a difficult place to be. It's a difficult situation for them to be in. But as time goes by, they realize that, well, as long as good cards follow, they realize that there are better things to come in the future, and it's time to remove themselves from that situation. We see two cards that sort of are held back. We have that Eight of Swords up there, and we have that Four of Pentacles, of like a reservation, right? Of just worrying about things, worrying about money, worrying about choices, worrying about movement. But once we move into the Queen of Wands, Two of Wands energy, there's better choices, better movement, better action. And we are in April right now. So we would see the Four of Pentacles as lining up with April, and then we move into the next fifth season with the Wheel of Fortune of Taurus. So I feel like improvements coming later this month into May. You might be met with the right job or something that surprisingly lines up with you over the next month or so, because it looks like there is a really great opportunity for you. And of course, wands are quick opportunities that come through. They're things that like light up right in front of you, and it's like it's time to embrace something. It's time to make the change. So as long as you're willing to, and not, allowing yourself to stay stuck, I don't think the eyes will necessarily prohibit you from getting a job. I just think it might be something that is unexpected. I don't think it'll be something that's uncomfortable for you, odd for you, weird for you, anything that will put you in a strange position. I think it's going to be something that actually makes you happy. You have that Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Two very fantastic cards that just are very, very positive for the future, saying that everything's going to work out, everything's going to be great for you. Everything that you're hoping for is coming through. It all depends on timing. Getting unstuck is the first thing about that card, and it's such a difficult thing to do when that card comes out, because of the way it appears. You definitely don't want to be in that position. Hello, Starry Night. Where you're feeling like you can't move out of that, that's stuck position. Because if you look at it, you think she's surrounded by swords, but we know there are 8 swords. There's only 8 swords, which means she can walk freely. She can move forward freely. She just doesn't know it. She doesn't know how to get herself out of that position because she can't see it. But once she takes a step forward, right, she'll realize that there's many more opportunities in front of her than what she thought. She's not just trapped in that situation. Yeah. But this might also be the time for you to finally, break free of that stuck energy, that place just being in a position that like you don't feel like you're moving forward from, that isn't benefiting you, one that's really like keeping you in a negative position. That I see positive in your future. I just think it's a matter of time. Remember that cups move like water. Sometimes they speed up, sometimes they slow down, but they all come through with the right timing. So definitely you'll end up with a much better year than you expect. Well, I send you the positives, the good vibes, the well wishes. Of course. Always here. Always here for you. Oh, well, thank you. I send the same to you. What will the soul who I call Grace me for the evening or anything else? Okay, let's see. Ow. The Fool. Says it's stuck to the table. The Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords. Two of Swords. Six of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. You take care of... Okay, so for you starry night, we have the Fool, the Knight of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the High Priestess, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. So the Fool comes out in its first position as a sign of two things. One is to let go of things, not worry about things as much, sort of let bygones be bygones. Have a moment to yourself where you could just release things. We also have the aspect of a fresh start with the Fool. So with letting things go, it allows you to have a new beginning where nothing is tying you down, nothing is holding you back. So main energy there would be focus on releasing yourself from whatever might be tying you to the past. It also is a part of the Two of Swords, a card that is almost like expecting things to go wrong or expecting something negative to happen, rather than having that mindset. Uh, Move forward with that more positive feel to things, expecting something good in your future, knowing that you deserve good things and good things will be coming toward you. Knight of Cups has a good soul energy vibe. You're moving forward. It is a sometimes a card of protection, of being watched over, of being guided toward like your purpose, or making sure that you're on the right path. So I feel like it's more to tell you, stick with what you feel is right for you in this moment, and things will be coming your way. The Queen of Swords also is like, she gives permission to move forward. So I do think like a lot of things are changing in a very positive way, but the first step is make sure you just let go of anything that just really is affecting you. Focus on getting rid of like your negative energies, negative people. um if there's something that still like comes up, something you think of that you you get angry or upset over, focus on letting that go, releasing that, so that you can move towards something that's more positive, um, and allow these good things in the future to come through. Now, High Priestess is the card that says something is out there for you. Can't ever tell you exactly what it is because she indicates it soon, and that it's a secret. Only she can know. Which might also be that only you can know what this is, this decision is, or this movement is. It's something you've been working hard on. It's something you've been wanting for a while, um, and it's a long time coming. So, do keep, if even if it's hard, keep doing the hard work that you've been doing. Keep focusing on what will get you further in life. Just don't allow these things to be the setbacks. Don't allow these things to be the things that ruin you or make you feel like you can't achieve something. Always move forward. Keep that mindset that you're capable, that you're like more than worthy, that there's something positive out there for you, because you can get trapped in a place that will only make you worry more. There might also be somebody entering in the next 2 months, so look out for that. It's a good energy. I like who this is, but it feels like there's somebody possibly entering in the next 2 months. But that's what I see. I send you the good vibes. Oh my god, hold on. Hold on, helicopter. Okay, I think they're gonna circle possibly. It looks romantic to me. I'm thinking of a color and said for some reason I thought purple, but there's a lot of colors around me right now. There's this bright yellow cloth, green. Green, more obvious. This brown. White or black? We're sending We're sending it to the wrong people. Oh, what? That's so funny. I thought if I said yellow would be weird because right here next to me there's this cloth. And I was like, no, I'm just staring at a cloth. Yeah. We're all in tune. We need to get better in tune. I know. Is that? There's too much green. Okay, let's see. We have strength. We have the 10 of Wands. The 3 of Cups. The Hierophant. We haven't had that come out today. Cool shadows that develop. That would be fun. Different major. King of Cups. A. Ace of Cups. A. I don't know why I'm saying A. Why is this blurry? The Lovers. A. Oh, I think my camera might be dirty. Maybe that's what's going on. Anything else? Oh, juicy. Guess what color? I'm gonna go with pink for the color you're guessing. Oh, the High Priestess. The High Priestess wants me to know something. Okay, Jean, there's a lot going on here. We're gonna remain on the calm side. Actually, there's a lot of good with these cards. We see you here present within the strength card. That's nice. You know, that's you coming through. Very strong, very positive. Of Wands to me just feels like the hard work. And oh, it's okay. It's okay. Welcome in, welcome in. The 10 of Wands seems like work, but I feel like it's more so the two of you sort of developing a relationship without thinking about developing a relationship, if that makes sense. It feels to me like, you know, just allowing things to progress naturally, not too worried. Now, of course, with the Three of Wands, we do, or Three of Wands, Three of Cups, we do see a sort of union there, things that are celebrated, getting along while having a good connection. And I do feel 100% that's where it is. It has, like, the two of you have a very, very good connection. And it's more on a, like, a higher level because we have that Hierophant there. We're seeing that there's a connection further than just, like, human surface level connection. And that's where you two really, um, really match up. You two really have a great connection going on there, and that's why I think, like, that movement forward, uh it has so much potential. We do have that King of Cups, which would be his energy overall, right? But we also have Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the High Priestess. Now, my secret, my feelings, my vibes with the High Priestess, meaning there's more there than what you're supposed to know at this time, than what he's supposed to know at this time, but you're semi aware of it. It's been a while, hasn't it? Like, she hasn't been messing with the readings in quite a while. But I take it as a good sign right now with the cards that come before it, what is progressing, and what will progress over the next 2 to 4 months. I feel is it's saying a lot of good things are on the horizon. I don't like what she withholds from us, but there's some very good energy coming through. We have what? The we have Strength, the Lovers, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant coming out. Um all very strong cards, but they're not cards that sort of like depict one thing and you have to stick with that, like, one thing, right? She has that, like, bubble bursting quality to her, but she, when is surrounded by good things, she has information that will be good, and soon enough you'll know what it is. But in the meantime, you just have to sit there and wait for it to come through. So I feel like it's growing. It's steadily growing. It's naturally growing, the relationship. I definitely feel like there's a strong connection. And I know he feels it. I know he can connect with you. And I feel like he's trying really hard and actively trying. So as the, like, time goes by, trying to connect with you more, trying to learn how, like, you work, trying to be somebody who is open to, all that you say, all that you do. And he's making the attempt, which I can say, like, some other people didn't. None of your business. Oh my god, no, remember that with some people? She used to come out all the time, and it would be something that was like, oh, when is this gonna happen? And she'd pop out, like, first card, and I'd be like, oh, I can't tell you. And then I'd even try. I'd try to get cards after her. And it'll be like, try again. She is that. She's the 8 ball, Can't answer now. Try again. If she, like, perhaps, I just feel like she knows something. It's good, though. We're seeing positive cards. We're seeing good movement. Look over the next, like, 2 to 6 months. I think it's good. You're growing in a positive way. You're seeing things in a positive light. You're not rushing it. And I don't think you'll have any, like, what are they, like, delusional. You're not delusional. There it is. But I sent you the positives, the goods, the wishy wishies, and the fish shakes. Okay, we have Dr. Crystal coming in next. Feel free to post your question whenever you're ready. I have to take this band-aid off. I mean, fingers, I just had to take off the, what you call it, because it cracked low. It's fine now, but it wasn't a wound. I wonder if more else. High probability. High probability. General business for this month. Your color was white? Really? Wow. I probably would have never went there, in all honesty. Okay, we have Wheel of Fortune. We have the Three of Cups. I don't like the way I shuffled that right now. We have, ooh, the Magician. We like. Ace of Swords. Six of Pentacles. We have Seven of Cups. And anybody else want to pop out? Oh, the Chariot. Okay, so is there another seven that wants to come out? Let's see. Oh my god, there was another seven. So we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Chariot, and we have the Seven of Pentacles over here. So big things ahead. This would be over the next 3 months. Oh, we do have what you call it over here, so that's good. We have a 3 over here. So over the next 3 months, we're seeing the same energy. It's a very good boost of energy. So for this month at least, Wheel of Fortune's coming in as that first card. So lots of good things coming your way. Lots of things changing for the better. I feel like there's a couple things that either have to remove themselves or at least cycle out. Some things that just aren't working. Things that like are delaying things. Things that are frustrating. Maybe just not lining up with where you're headed. But this would also be like things that might be like clouding your mind, and you just need some clarity. You know, you just want to get rid of those thoughts so that you can look for something new or something better. So I feel like it's good things, good news, more for your benefit coming through, especially with that that Three of Cups following the Wheel of Fortune, because it's, you know, news to celebrate, as well as the Ace of Swords, quicker movement. This isn't this could be people coming through, so like new clients, getting the word out there, maybe people spreading news about you or information about you so that more people know who you are, more people approaching you, and you just feeling like a lot better about things going on, getting a better grip of business, what you want in the future, and a good offering. Now with these 3 sevens over here, of course it would be good luck. Good luck, good luck. But we have over the next three months that energy continues. You're working hard and you're making room for brand new opportunities. I'm not sure if there's something you want to expand on right now. If there is something like specific that you're looking into, or like you're considering, right, adding to your business, this is the right time to look into it, to research, to maybe like trial run it, because I feel like there's a good client group or group of people that would be interested in it, and you might be like the one to offer it. So if there's anything you're just really interested in right now, because it's a clearance for you moving forward with the mindset of the Ace of Swords. It's something that was like you're able to plan it out really smooth. You know, very few hiccups in that. It feels like something that's meant for you. So very good movement, better resources, better income, more money coming through. Hard work. I won't lie. These are cards of hard work, but all worth it in the end. So just be on the lookout for whatever that might be that you like, you can expound on, or you can um be interested in. It's just something that is, it's right there for you. It just seems very positive, like it's something that's just meant for you. But I always tell people this: when you move forward with the Wheel of Fortune, know that everything's going to um, improve for you, or there's a lot of things that are coming your way for you to really like take advantage of and work well with. But I send you good vibes, all the good vibes. Back to shift. Thank you. Of course, I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Hello. How you do? How you doing? It's me again. How you doing? Hope everything's going good for you. Hope you're having a nice month, week. I was about to go listen to a video that you popped on and felt guided to ask. Oh, this is great confirmation. Oh, that's good. That's great to hear. I wish you well in your career. I'm doing good. Okay, what my guides want me to know right now. Let's see. I'm gonna take them jamming as a good sign. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords. Oh, that's a big swap. 10 of Swords, the 9 of Cups. What's going on? Oh, to the 6 of Wands. Well, you're coming back for something big. 4 of Swords, the High Priestess. The 8 of Swords. Lots of big energy changes for you. Lots. Like things are heavy in the works for you. So be prepared. I think you've already, I feel like you've already done the work of the 10 of Swords. So you might be moving out of that into something that seems a little on the calmer side before the better news comes in. So I'm feeling like there was a lot of like removal of trash, and that could be the people trash, the actual trash, you know, just letting go. You know, you're done with it. It's over. It's like the worst has happened. Now you're ready for the next stage. You know, and you're not willing to allow that to continue to just drain you. So it's a break stage. Then you're allowing the good to come through. This feels like over the next 2 months for this major energy of like very good movement forward. A lot Trish is always expression anymore. a lot of good things coming through. You know, good people, good places, good um, environments, better energy for you, better motivation. Just feeling like there's this weight lifted because you don't have to deal with that anymore, right? And then you continue to move forward into the stage of the Six of Wands, which is like so much pride because you've done so much work to get yourself there, right? You can't just pop into that Six of Wands position and be like ready to go. You have to get there. You have to work hard to get to that um, position. So I feel like you've definitely done the work, or you're about to like complete all that work so that you can take this next stage into something that's very like positive for you, something that's going to work really well for your future. um Now, good thing is you're getting yourself out of this with that Eight of Swords. You're freeing yourself, which is a hard thing to do, and I think that's why we're seeing it as the Ten of Swords and the Four of Swords. Like, a lot of work, needing a break, but we're feeling that like transition with the Eight of Swords, just getting yourself out of that, knowing that it's time, you know, it's, you're ready to move forward. Then you have that Four of Wands, which is celebration. You got new people in your life, better people, um better energy from these people. I don't feel like they're siphoning energy off of you. And then we have Justice, where it could be two things, honestly, with Justice. That can be things just balancing out, you know, finally getting to a place where you're not like constantly running out of energy, or having to put yourself, like a lot of yourself out there for very little in return. What it can also be getting justice from those who might have wronged you, the ones that you're getting rid of, right? Um, Finally, like the playfield is leveled. You get what you need and it's completed. So you have a lot of good coming your way, and I love that you're making room for it already. Like, you're allowing these things to move away from you so that you could just embrace all this positivity, because we don't need people that are um creating tens, right? We don't need a Ten of Swords people in our lives. This could also be like romance too, if you're looking for it. That would be maybe over the next 4 months. But I send you the goods, the positive. Get rid of those Ten of Swords peoples. Embrace the goods peoples. All the positives to you, though. All the positives. Trash boxes up for trash land. I would love to load up like everything on something, like any type of haul or wear. Probably like a train with like 10 trash carts on it, you know, and just throw it on there. Just keep piling it on. Michael's feelings that detectives are rewarding separation. Well, let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Fool. We have the Six of Wands. So I do feel a return coming. The Ten of Cups. The Empress. The Four of Cups. And the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this person's coming toward you. It's a snail's pace because we do have a slower card with the Knight of Pentacles. That's an energy that sometimes like can be frustrating because it is slower, but at the same time, it's something that's steady and allowing somebody time to transition into, you know, the stage that they need to be at in order to be successful. So in this situation, in order to be successful in a relationship with you, we need the speed of a snail, so that they're ready for this. They're ready for this return of a relationship. They also need a fresh start, so they're getting rid of whatever might be um, you know, binding them to a negative trait, something that's just very um, I guess like not beneficial to them, you know, something that just really is um, difficult for them to move forward with, or something that I feel like they just choose to remain with, you know, like a negative trait or something that they're not really willing to part with. But they do think about you, and they would like to reestablish something with you. You have the Ten of Cups, you have the Empress that's thinking fondly of you, seeing you as somebody that they could have long term with, you know, somebody that they can have a future with, and wanting that future. They're just needing to get to the point of a return. And since we don't have any conversation, communication, um, it does seem like it's a little ways away. So you might just, like I said, be a little on the patient side, because it's not normally like going to happen overnight, right? It's just sort of a long term reunion, but it does mean that it'll be successful. So know that he does think about you. Know that he does want to reach out to you. It's just waiting for time, waiting for the right amount of growth, waiting for a sign that says, okay, go ahead, you know, um, move forward, embrace this, and you should see a reunion. I'm not sure, like I said, how long it'll take, only because we have a slower card. Um, and we don't really speed up. It's still staying slow. So just give them time. Allow them to come around. Make these changes on their own. You focus on yourself too. And you'll see them come back around. But they do need to make some improvements. Definitely need to get rid of whatever this toxicity is. Oh, tell me. Wow. Wow. When Capricorn buys Taurus a cow. Ooh, Empress. And we need speed of time. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. You got a slow card. That's like a year at least. Yeah. Hey, but it's there. And he got two slow cards. What's the next card? Is it also slow? Let's see. The World. Oh. Look, if he had it his way, I'd probably never leave. But that's a distance, and that's like, oh, I'm not sure about that. Yeah. God, the world's falling apart. We've got to make a new world card where everything's just crumbled. It's so awful. I know, it's awful. Like, I just, I don't even have to turn on the news and it's already there. It's like, hey, you know what fell apart today? And I'm like, oh God. You know, you sit there and you're like, ugh. And then, of course. I was trying to clean up my room yesterday, like really, deep clean. And I swear, I was like having the hardest time with things because I was trying to like condense, and then as I'm condensing, somehow it manages to decondense. Break the. Oh, sure, sure. You know what I will say though? Um, I was watching something. I was scrolling through, and I remembered that there was somebody who used to come in here who hasn't been in here in a long time. And I was trying to figure out if I had blocked them or not. But I don't think I did. But the thing is like, but I was scrolling through the other day because I was trying to find, um, God, I can't even remember. Yeah. I was trying to find out how many people were real. Not the ones that just like look real but they're not, right? The 24/7 ones, because there's a lot of them now that are fake. And there was a girl who used to come in here and she would always ask about her ex. And he had like, I want to say 3 kids. I want to say she had 3 kids. And every week she'd come in and ask when he's gonna leave her and go get back, leave the wife and get back with her. They had been separated for like 6 years or something. And he got married, had kids, and she was like, oh, I know he never wanted children. And I cannot for the life of me remember who that is. Yeah. I don't remember who it is. It was all the time. Like, the same line. Every time she came in, I kept telling her, there's somebody else out there for you. Just Allow this person to leave your energy so that you can embrace this new person. Every single time she was in there. And she would always ask about this person, and I just like she never stopped asking about them. Like that was the one she'd ask about every single time she'd come in. And I just was shocked. But yeah, it's so weird. There are a couple people that I had thought of the other day, and I was just like, wow, I hope that they stopped coming because good things happen, and they got like a new partner and they're like super happy and um embracing all these great things, but I don't know, sometimes I just it was funny though because I saw a couple people that like would miss their turn in here and then like go into somebody else's, and I'd see them in like 3 when I was scrolling through. He married someone else, but she feels like he never wants her back. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Catwoman. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I just, some of the people I just like don't come in here telling me like this person was so like making up a whole story about how she knows that this person isn't happy, and that she knows that they want to end the relationship, and they didn't want kids, and blah 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 blah, but here they are posting all these pictures of them at like amusement parks and stuff, having a blast. And I'm like, sweetie, how do you want me to be the bearer of bad news? Because I can be. I don't want to be, but I will be. And they'd still pop in. They'd still over and over. Be like, I'm here again. And I'd be like, go away. Yeah. Sometimes the truth sucks. Sometimes the truth truly sucks. But that doesn't mean anything like, your life is over. It just means like maybe there's somebody better out there for you. Somebody better, somebody kinder, somebody who's like, more in line with you and your soul. It's not possible, sir. It's true. It's just sad. Just want to, yell at them and be like, come on. Come on. But I've always had that problem because it's like, I would love to be honest with people, but I don't want honesty. And even if the cards say it, the cards could be like, hey, never gonna happen. But they're like, no. just sucks that that's the case. Yeah. It's true. It's just so, like, you sit there, you're just like, really? And all I think sometimes is like, what if you're letting the right one get away because you're so focused on that one. But then I have to believe that, you know, the right one is there. Just want for people to be okay with not hearing what they want to hear. You know. I remember that there's this one, this was a couple years back though now. There's this one reader, she started off one video and she was like, a lot of you have been commenting lately that your person hasn't come back, and I know they will. It's just going to take longer than you're expecting them to. But it was like her defending them, or her reading saying that, it's going to happen. But people realizing like they were watching her for years and nothing was happening. The lady only wants to make multiple. Her brother says it's fine. She goes, but her the guy doesn't want to return to me. Oh my god. It was like that one chick that she just wanted a bunch of guys, and there was this one guy that was her friend. She was interested in him, and she asked him to be one of her many partners, and he said no and stopped talking to her. And she was like, she was upset by it because she thought he would be fine with it. And then another guy only wanted like committed relationships, and she was trying to like convince him otherwise, and he was against it. And then I respect her because he thinks that she's like, well, technically she is. Yeah. I don't know, they seem fine with it. Just so many. I mean, like, even if I scrolled through now, I'm sure I'd find like a ton of just sad. But like, obviously don't want to. I just hope that they find, all I hope is that they don't spend their life, years and years and years trying to find someone. That's all I hope for. There are ladies trying to get pregnant to try to not say, and they never do. Yeah. Oh my god, on the person I watch on TikTok, she has this one person that comes in all the time, and she is always trying to get pregnant, and like every couple months she's like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant, and then she's not, and she's like, I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant, and it's been this whole time, and now she found out she's pregnant, and she's like 4 weeks along, right? And she's just like telling everybody about it, but she was supposed to marry the guy, still hasn't yet, has nothing about marrying the guy, and Like, it's pretty obvious she's just doing it to get him to stay. But sheesh, you know, like, it's sad. And what's worse is she has like a year and a half old kid. And the kid is like autistic and needs a bunch of help, a bunch of assistance, you know, and she's just chilling, you know, just chilling. And then I sit there and I'm like, maybe the kid would be a little more advanced if, like, she focused more on the kid rather than getting married or another man. So she's afraid that their daughter. Oh my god. Oh, that reminds me of one person that used to come in all the time until I think I'm pretty sure I did block them because she was like, "I'm cheating on my husband," and but the relationship wasn't about cheating. It was about um should she move out or not or something like that. But she was staying with him because he owned the house and um yeah, blocked. um because he owned the house and blah blah blah, you know. So she was just basically using him, and I was like, well, why don't you just move? And she's like, well, I don't have a job and I don't have this, and it's just like the stupidest, yeah. I had to block some people, including that people. I couldn't. After, like, things started adding up too quickly, and it was just getting irritating. You know? It was getting irritating. Yeah. I know, the age old, what's their karma? And you're just sitting there like, theirs? I just, like, that person in particular just started getting on my nerves with the things that they were saying, and I was just like, no, no, we don't do that. Yeah, it's like you could do anything. You can like cheat on everyone. You can act a fool, and they're gonna be like, but you know, not me. You screwed me over. You deserve karma. You deserved it. Exactly. Oh my god. No, that's like the worst. No, but like obviously, if it did, like mo- tarot readers would be out of work if that was the case. God. They'd have nothing to do, nothing to sell, nothing to. Sheesh. At least, well, no. Now, in the beginning, I was like, I don't want to block people. I don't want to be that person. Now, I'm like, within like two readings, I get the feel of them, and I'm all like, block them. Sorry. I can't keep you here, you know? This is a guy who she gossip, rejected, and blocked, and unblocked. Well, that's majority of the. Will he contact me even though I blocked him? Like, do you think he will? I blocked him on my phone, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. How is he gonna talk to you? So, no, other girl, a cheap girl, a post pixel line. He's driving her crazy. She can't stop paying for. She paying? Dang. Dang. Oh my god, that reminds me of that one girl. Oh my god. Did I ever tell you about that one? I don't know if I told you the whole. Oh no, you know that 100% he wouldn't want her. Or she wouldn't want him, sorry. There was this girl that randomly came in the middle of the night. And she was like, I need to read. I was like, okay, go ahead and post your question. And she's like, no, I need a personal reading. I'll pay you. And I'm like, okay. It's I ended the live to go and do the reading, and she was asking about this guy, and um something about how they're connected and is he coming back and blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't really see him coming back. I don't see a connection. I don't see where this would resume. And um, she's like, oh, okay. And then, like, the next night, she emailed me again and she's like, live reading. And I'm like, oh, okay. And um, she's asking about that guy again. And I'm like, I don't see him, coming back saying anything. And then she goes on to explain a little more about their relationship, and she keeps doing this over the span of like a week until I lied and said I was too busy and I couldn't. And I took a break off of readings that week just to, like, you know, prove I was busy. Turns out this guy she had met, come in contact with 3 times. They only spoke to each other one time, and it was him, like, making a snide remark about her. Uh, she thought he was like the one, and he was going to come back into her life, and they were going to be together. Even though he was a jerk, whatever he said was like, I can't remember exactly, but it was like a really jerky thing to say. And then he never spoke to her again. They never had contact. Um, I don't even think they saw each other again after that. But she was like, is this a karmic relationship? Is this like somebody I'm supposed to be with? Is this my twin? Like blah 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 blah. And going on and on, and she's paying me, and it's getting like past $100, and I'm like, no, I don't want this, and it's like every single night. There's a word who came to chat here and asked about a guy in the store who might be. But they're like that, and then it turns out she's all mad because he's married. He's happily married. He's like 15 years older than her. He's happily married. And she's like, oh, he's a player because he led me on, and then I find out he's married. They didn't talk. He did nothing to lead her on. They had no conversations at all. And then I see her like a couple weeks later. I'm scrolling through the what you call it to see, what's up, who's going to what streams, right? What questions they're asking. And I see her there, and she's paying this person like $45 for 10 minutes, and it's like over and over and over again asking about this dude, and like months go on and she's still asking about this man that she came into contact with, like had one conversation with, that was an insulting conversation. She is spending hundreds, probably at that point thousands of dollars, to try to figure out if he's the one. And he was a horrible man because he led her on, because he didn't tell her he was married. Sorry. Water. There he is. He didn't tell her he was married. That was it. But how? He was like high and by. How is it? When was there an opportunity for her to know that he was married? And like, what was he supposed to do? Never acknowledge the existence of a female? Because like, that's not how it works. Sometimes I just like Like, where there's sanity, like, where is it? What? Oh my god. And that's the thing, that's why you can't trust everyone. Exactly why you can't trust everyone. With paid readings 3 or 4 times said he was single. God. People are so weird. Hello, Shateria. The reader for reading. Oh my god, really? Well, I don't have anything to say to that one. Okay, let's see. What are JB's current thoughts toward me? Oh, I'm dropping cards. Well, not necessarily dropping. They're just sticking to the table. I'll go ahead and get going after this one, I think. And get some food or something. Not sure, but I sort of want some mashed potatoes. With a little cheese grated on top. That sounds yummy. I haven't had mashed potatoes in a while. I just ate homemade mashed potatoes. I want some. I'm like all of a sudden all up in mashed potato land. Okay, we have 10 of wands, we have 7 of cups, ace of swords, we have the 10 of swords, we have strength. I like to stuff on mashed potato. I saw a recipe for twice baked potatoes, but it was mashed potatoes on the inside with a little bacon and chive mixed into it. And then it's chicken pot minus the pie. But hey, that's a great meal. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do. I love to put spinach in potatoes and like any meat that has like a juice, you know. Delicious. Okay, for Ishitaria, I feel like this person, is, it feels like you're quite like constant on their mind to a point where they're like, um, almost like overwhelmed by it because they're thinking about you so much, but they're not quite acting on it since we don't really see much action here. But you're there, you're on their mind. They would like to talk to you or at least like go a little more in depth with communication, but I feel like they're just like they're either overthinking. No, they're either overthinking or they're just not quite organizing their thoughts on how to um act on it, right? But I do see it in the in the future. I see it in near future because we're moving into a great conversation card that we rarely get as a conversation. Dang it. Oh, great conversation. Hey. Um, Pretty soon we have the Emperor, which would be um Aries this month. So I do feel like you're. I know. I, that's all I'm thinking. I was like, this is a copyright song. Um, we have Aries, right? So let's go for good communication is on the horizon. You have movement, you have fire energy within the 10 of wands, you have fire energy in the Emperor. This is Aries, this is April. We are in April, so we're moving forward. There is more um, conversation. So even though there's a lot of like not acting, we're moving into a place of more action because I feel like this person knows that they're like sabotaging themselves by not moving forward. So take that as confirmation. How rude. But it looks good because we have connections and we're ending with Strength, the Chariot, and the Emperor. Three strong major arcana cards here. And honestly, a big swap of energy from the two tens into these cards that are much more positive. So wait for it. I feel like it is this month that that communication starts changing. You know, that the communication actually improves because it needs to actually end whatever energy that is within the 10 of wands. So lots of things going on, but we do see a progression into something that's a little more stabilized, a little less chaotic, a little less overwhelming, and then it slowly becomes something that's much more stable, that's got the right presence, right? So something that actually is like properly planned out, know exactly what they're doing, and we see that progression into the Ace of Swords, which I feel is good for rejection. Yeah, honestly, that's like a big energy of these cards of like not wanting to communicate, not wanting to make themselves or their feelings known because they're worried about the aftermath rather than thinking something good is coming. So once they get past that, get that strength and get over the like what if it doesn't work out part, we see things improving. I hate that because that is a negative sign within these cards. Well, within a lot of readings lately, that is just not wanting to act, and that sucks. But yeah, yeah, I know we're going from like baby cards to adult cards. But it looks good. I will send you the good vibes. I will send this person the courageous vibes. Social media and dating apps have ruined. They have. I feel like people just don't know how to interact like they used to. It's like, and I think when people go for advice and stuff, they find advice from people who give bad advice. So it's really like just overall sucky. Like it's just darned if you do, darned if you don't. Yeah. But hopefully, a little push, a little courage. I'm sure. A sure thing for sure. I feel it. It's just like, come on. You just want to walk up to them and say, go ahead. You're good. I'll just spy instead. I know. I know. I know somebody who would spy. And I just bust up like, come on. But, good luck. Good luck with him. The Amazon delivery. Instead of just asking him straight up. Back in the old days, just walk up to them and say, hey, you interested? Of course. Good. Be nice if, yeah. It'd be nice if package delivery was a little more efficient. That's all I'm saying. But at least I got the man that's trying to call me in the middle of a stream. Oh my god, you remind me of something. This was like a couple years back. Somebody was like, somebody thought that somebody was like flirting with them. It was in a stream or something. Somebody thought like the whole time they were flirting, this person was flirting with them. And then by the end of the stream, they were like, no, I was just, being friendly. It was just so awkward. I knew the whole time, but this person just thought everybody was interested in him. God, that was so embarrassing. Oh, I wanted to like hide. Then there was another person who was like, every time a guy talked to me, they saw me as competition. And I'm like, girl, he ain't even my type. How to end that friendship though. That's not a good friendship to be a part of. That's a friendship you gotta. Yep. Uh-oh. You're calling me babies. Yeah, but I'm the same way. People think I'm like in love with them in a millisecond. That's how it was. I was like, I don't want him. Hello. I'm on a stream. Yeah. I know, I said it. He didn't know I was streaming. Well, I'm about to end right now. He said hi. He said hello. He said it's a long ASS stream. She needs to eat. I do need to eat. I have no food. I'm dying. No. We're talking about people and saying, ew, you can have them. No. I was talking about a friend I used to have that, like, every time a guy would talk, she'd get all possessive and stuff. And I was like, you can have him. I don't know. She would also start, like, insulting me subtly, so whatever. And then I realized that was toxicity. You know? I said live streaming. If a man wants to be with you, you can't be taken by someone else. It's true. But those people weren't even flirting with that person. Those men were not. They were not. They were not. And a man makes it known that he just wants you. It's true. Well, that's true. I hated that. Oh, hi. Hi, Chunkies. How you doing? You looking cute. You're dying? They are. Uh-oh. Let me put you on speaker so everybody can hear the dumbness. Okay, go ahead.
So, you know how I have that L-shaped desk, right?
Yeah.
You know how I've got that shelf thing, right? And I have, like, my monitors mounted on a thing to it?
Yeah.
Well, I thought to myself, I could take this all apart,
Oh, no.
but I didn't.
Oh, no.
So, it was kind of heavy and awkward and heavy.
Oh, God.
But it got here safely, I think. I haven't plugged anything in yet.
Oh, God. Ooh, potatoes.
Oh, potatoes.
I don't know. He likes doing everything the complicated way.
Hey, you know what? I made your recliner work, okay?
Well, thank you. No, he was rearranging his room.
It's a lot better now for stream, I can tell you that much.
That's
I have
good.
way more space. I can even give myself more space if I wanted to.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Did you tell your people that we're going to make everything in the Fallout cookbook on Monday?
No.
We're going to have baked float fly for dinner.
Ooh. Oh.
Did you say ew? Like ooh and then ew?
Yeah, because Gene said something about moving out of state. And I was like, ooh. And then you said that, and I was like, oh.
Baked float? Oh, you want the rad roach, huh? You want the roach meat?
Oh, yeah. Gross.
Now you're a
Capricorn
roach
and
kind of girl.
Taurus. Get it?
Well, I'll let you finish up. You can call me when you're done.
No.
Okay, that's rude. That's hurtful.
Yeah. Of course it is.
I've still got to wash. I got to stay up all night washing everything.
Well, washing what?
My clothes, my bed clothes, my towels.
I thought you already did that.
No. I washed like the necessary things.
Clothes?
Some clothes.
The bed clothes?
You know, I expect fucking.
I don't even know. I don't even know anymore.
Well, I'll need your help figuring out lighting and stuff when you're done. Because you're better at me than I am.
Okay. I'll talk to you in a little while.
Okay.
Ooh, FaceTime. Yeah, I told him. I told him to
What?
FaceTime, but he never does.
I can FaceTime you one sec.
He never does.
So why do you have me do it when then you don't do it?
It asked me for permission.
Well, you should have said yes.
I don't know how to.
Wow.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, hi. So, closet's right here now. And then the monitors are it's all here now. And that's going to be behind me now.
Wow.
And then there's your recliner.
Ooh, nice, nice.
And then the bed's that way now.
Oh, nice, nice.
And there's even walking space.
Ooh, coconut mermaid top from Halloween. Mmm, sexy.
So, I just got to get all my lighting stuff done and figured out.
Sounds fun. Oh my god, you're cute.
You're cuter.
You're cuter.
Okay, go finish your turn. Bye.
Oh, he hung up on me. Okay. I guess I'm gonna finish up my stream. Bye. I will see you either next week or tonight. Tonight or next week. One of those. You take care. You all have fun. Stay comfy, cozy. Stay cool if it's warm. Stay warm if it's cool. Alright, go get you some tasties, Jane. Like ice cream or cake and ice cream. That sounds yummy. Okay, bye.